Well, hello, Pisces. Welcome to your mid October reading. There's a little lack in this bottom screen. As you can see, I have the exposure turned up because it's kind of dark in here. But we are going to get started. Let's see what we have for your personal energy. Angel in the Shadow. What is this? It is acting innocent and angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Mm. This is about paying attention to something. Let me see. Is it focusing? Oh, there we go. This is about the need to pay attention, I feel like, to the bigger picture. But we'll see. Because your cards are actually pretty light. So we have communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. There's something you're holding back, Pisces. What is it? There's some spy. Someone's got their eye on you. You are doing your research. This is what I'm getting, and this is really off kilter, I feel like. I feel like you're doing this thing where you're trying to figure life out, yourself, a situation, some energy that you're feeling. Like you're trying to figure it out, but I feel like you're not doing it objectively. Like you need a third party or like a therapist, or you need to listen to some good advice that you're getting from someone you love. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're trying to figure something out, but also trying to keep your original ideas. But there's a need for some sort of like overhaul or some sort of changing. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So we have clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. I'm going to tell you from that card, Pisces, it tells me that you know that there needs to be a change. You know that something needs to expand or something needs to grow or there's something that needs to be different. You know this, but you're hitting a wall. I'm just going to call it a wall because that's what it feels like. It's like, yeah, I know this, but I need to make a change or I need to do something differently. And you're like, I don't know if I want to do that, right? We have friendship, support, fun, unity, play. Okay. This is finding balance. So I get that this is advice. I feel like this is advice being told to you or someone trying to help you maybe, or you noticing something that needs to change and needing to like fuse with that in some way. And then we have sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. This is why it's coming up as shadow work for me, Pisces, because I feel like this is one of those life lessons that you need to get through. You know, it could be like old karmic energy that needs to be released as well, because, yeah, it feels like you need to sort of break the wall to get through. Interesting. All right, so we have the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So we getting into the emotional stuff, I see. The Fool. Page of Pentacles. King of Swords. Page of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. And then we have Temperance and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. This is patience. So you need patience when working with others, when listening to others, when understanding others, when trying to connect with others. There's a need for you to have a higher level of patience. It's very interesting because the Three of Pentacles, especially in the upright, is about cooperation. So it tells me that there's something to be learned here, or something to understand that you need to listen to. And the Temperance is about patience. And both of these are in the upright. So it's almost like you should be gracious for like this opportunity, even though you may not see it as that. Because I feel fear coming off of these cards. Like fear of change, or fear of releasing, or fear of admitting something to yourself. So major arcana, of course, we have the Temperance here. And then we have the Fool. That's it. And yeah, the Fool is about taking a risk. So keep that in mind, because I feel like we're going to come back to that several times. There's a lot of court cards as well, I noticed just now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot. There's a lot of people here too. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to say this, but I don't know how true it is. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The reason why is because of the position that it's in. I feel like that's more your energy, like you getting a boost of energy towards the end of this conversation we're going to have, but we'll get into it. So, emotional depletion is the first thing that comes to mind. So it could be that you're emotionally depleted from a situation, or you were. Or now you're like living your life in a way that there's not an emotional connection. And you're starting to feel like you're missing an emotional connection. Or you missed, past tense, an emotional connection. It's interesting because I feel like you tried to do different things, or try different things to see what would work, or, you know, like changing the atmosphere, changing the situation to see if that would make it better. It's kind of like leaving a job because you feel like it's the job, but then leaving and realizing that it's not the job. You know what I mean? Like it's just not better wherever you go, so it must be something else. It feels like that. And the same is true with a relationship as well. Yeah, you're getting restless. It's like restless. Also, there's a little bit of nervousness of admitting something to yourself. These are a lot of feelings, Pisces. Like admitting something to yourself. And actually, with the Queen of Cups being here, it's actually good to admit that to yourself. You know, like it's beneficial to you because it's a cup. So I feel like it's beneficial for you to admit that. What's interesting is I feel like it would take you out of this energy you're in of feeling like kind of like you don't know what's next. Feeling lost, feeling bored, restless, stagnant. It's like, well, this simple move of admitting something to yourself emotionally would fix this. Also, I feel like it has something to do with love, actually. Because there's also like, if I find someone, if I have love in my life, it will complete me. Like it's like almost like you're looking for the right kind of love. Like relationships have drained you. But it's interesting because it's like relationships take work. And it's actually good for you to build that bond and to grow into love, then this is for you. It's better for you to grow in a bond that is stable than find someone that you have passion with immediately. Okay? That's for somebody specifically because it came out real hard for me. So, yeah, okay. I feel like someone you know is seeing you being reckless because you're trying to like fill a void. Okay? Like they're seeing you make reckless decisions or do reckless things, and they're trying to either give you advice or help, like practical. Somebody's trying to be more practical. It could be that you met someone as well that is practical, or a person was practical in your life, and you're like, I need to free myself from this. Or I don't need to listen to this, or this is not for me. But I feel like this is a bad decision. This is interesting. It's almost like it's a bad decision not to listen. It's a bad decision not to see some sort of truth in it. You know, it's like there's something there for you. Because I feel like you're immediately blowing it off, or immediately like, this is not for me, or being like, this person is something, like gaslighting me, just saying something at the moment, but bigger picture wise. I'm gonna give you an example. So you're spending money, and let's say your mom is like, you're spending too much money, and you're like, you just don't want me to be happy. And it's like, no, that's not what it is. It's just that you think right now if you spend this money you're gonna be happy, but then you're gonna have problems paying your bills. You know, like it's almost like that, like kind of defensive and childish. It's like needing to look beyond how you feel right now, you know, because right now it's like you're trying to fill this void, and this person or this situation is becoming a hindrance of you filling that void, and you don't like that. Okay. This is getting deep. I knew it would when I saw those cards. So I see you picking up the pace. It's like you're picking up the pace to feel the void. But this is what's interesting, Pisces. I see you not doing it in good quality. It's like you're picking up the pace of being childish. Like you're going deeper in, I don't need this, I'm not listening, no one is understanding what I'm saying. You're like, that is getting more intense. I'm going to be honest, just from looking at these cards, it's like you need to listen. It's like someone is giving you stable advice, or there's something happening in your life that's giving you a stable outlook for the future, but you're missing it because of an emotional intensity towards what's happening. Yeah. The decisions that you're making make your future look unsure, and someone is worried about you. Like someone sees you not making good decisions, or you see yourself not making good decisions, and you may be making excuses for yourself as well. The Hangman came out in reverse, and that is also about like fear of sacrifice and things like that, so just be aware of that. The Nine of Wands is about you being defensive. So it's like someone is trying to peep through your walls that you have up for yourself. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. The reason why the word shadow work is coming up for me, Pisces, is because this is regarding something or someone in the past and you're holding on to it. Okay. It's like you need to learn to prioritize sort of what's happening now and not the past. It's like you're dragging the past with you and it's causing some problems. Yeah, you're solely being like emotionally driven and it's making you very defensive. It's like you're guarding your space because you feel like you don't want someone to challenge your choices, but it's almost detrimental is the word I want to say, even though that's a harsh word. Yeah, the moon in reverse is like you see the truth, but you're choosing not to recognize it. And you want to continue to do what it is that you're doing. Like you're still doing what it is that you're doing. But like I said, I get the feeling like you're turning up the pace. Yeah. It's like you already made the decision and you don't want to change that decision. You don't want to change anything. And because you don't want to change, it's kind of getting you stuck in this. For those of you looking for love, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look real good with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Because it's like you're missing an opportunity. You're disconnecting from either a real truth or really what love is. And I feel like for those of you in a love situation, it is about building, long-term growth and that kind of. Yeah, it's like you don't want to change. You have this idea that you're moving forward on and you just don't want to change it. It's very much stubborn. Very much stubborn. All right. Yeah, you need to see the signs here. Yeah, you need to see the signs. It's very interesting, Pisces, because it tells me that you're trying to build like a stable future and a stable life for yourself, but you're missing all the signs in order to do that. Like the changes, the growth, the wisdom that you're gaining. It's like you're skipping past it because it's hard or it's difficult or you don't like it or it's uncomfortable. I'll leave it at that. I love you though. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye bye.